Hello everyone, welcome to the Salesforce course. So in this video we'll continue learning with our Salesforce course. So what we will learn today is standard and custom object, label and API name, standard and custom field, name field, data types, create records. So we'll start first with standard and custom object. As we mentioned in the last video that there are various types of objects and this account, contact, campaigns, these are various kinds of records. Say for example in account you store different account in the sense say for example you have different companies as your customers. For example this Edge Communications, GenPoint, these are some examples provided by Salesforce. These are some example records that are already put in by Salesforce into your account. These are automatically created when you create an account. So these all are accounts. Say for example we go inside one account, we can see that there are various details about that account. For example there is this account owner, account name, phone number, account number, their website, ownership, type, and all that. These are different kinds of accounts. We can find that if any contact is related to the account. For example, there is a point of contact from that company with which the sales representatives will communicate regarding their sales. For example, Miss Edna Frank is the contact person for the account GenPoint. So we can find various details about these records in here. So and each record has an associated object. For example, all the accounts belong to the object account, all the contacts belong to the object contact, and like that only. So for managing the contact we can go to the object in two ways. For example, first we can go to setup directly, and there we can navigate to the object manager and we can search for contact in here, and the contact comes up and we can open contacts to perform various operations and various configurations in here. Another way is if you are in contact record, you can go to the gear icon and you can directly click to the edit object. As you can see, you are directly redirected to this contact object. See, you are directly put to the contact object and you can work accordingly. So first we'll start with what is a standard account and what is a custom account. So what is a standard object and what is a custom object? So some objects are provided by Salesforce directly to you. You do not have to do anything. This kind of objects are called standard objects. These are built-in objects that are provided by Salesforce. For example, in the object manager list you can see account, activity, and all other objects, different kinds of objects, and all of these are typed as written as standard type of object. All these are provided by Salesforce only. You don't create any of the account, any of the object. So these types of objects are called standard objects. When you create any object, then it will be called custom object. You can go to this create button and you can create custom object from here. You can put in a object name and all other and fill the all other fields in this form, and you can have your own object which will be called custom object. So we will try creating custom object in later part of this video. After that we will learn about label and API name. Say for example we move to this account object. Here we can see that there is one name and there is one label. So label is what we see in here. Say for example in the object manager we see that this is account. Okay, for this this is account, this is activity. Whatever we see in here, this is alternative payment method. And in API name you notice that there is a difference. There is no spaces. Here spaces are present between the various words, different words, and in API name spaces are not present. So what is this API name? API name of an object is unique throughout the Salesforce account. Okay, and label can be repetitive, but API name should always be unique in Salesforce org. So when we click on object, then we can see there is a label and there is a API name. For standard objects, the API name looks just like the label. May look. You can change the API name can be different from whatever the label is. For example, this alternative payment method, there is no spaces in here because API name doesn't support any spaces. It supports underscore or continuously writing all the words together. For example, this alternative payment method is continuous word, so API supports that, but API doesn't support any space. And in standard object, the API name looks just simple. When we create a custom object, you will get to see how API name changes. So we are creating a custom object. Say for example, we are creating a custom object called employee. The plural of employee, we are putting it as employees. Okay, and here is a example of employee name. We will see that later. Whatever is there, we are just saving it. We are just creating the custom object. Now what you can see is the label in here is employee and the employee name is __ C. There are two underscores between employee and C. See, there are two underscores in here. So whenever you create any custom object, then the label of the object followed by __ C represents that this is a custom object. For standard objects, you don't find this __ C. After the standard and custom object, we have understood the label and API name. So the API name should be unique and the label is not unique. There are some constraints while writing the API name. Labels do not have such constraints. Most of the constraints doesn't apply to the label. You can use almost anything to write a label name. After that, we will get to standard and custom fields. So it's not necessary that standard objects always come with okay, let's see the example. So it's not necessary that standard objects always have only standard fields. It can have custom fields as well. How you understand? You get to understand from __ C. If the __ C is present after in any API name, you have to understand that this is custom, this is not standard. So, and for standard fields, you always get the API name. This is the API name, this field name is the API name in here. You always get the API name without __ C. Okay, so we can get to our employee table, employee object. We can get to our employee object, and you can see there that there are some standard fields in our custom object also. You can see this employee object itself is custom object, but it has few standard fields that are inbuilt provided by Salesforce. For example, the name, last modified by ID, owner ID, created by ID. There are 4 fields that are provided by Salesforce itself, and these fields are standard. If we try to create a new field, say for example, we create a currency type of field. These are the various data types that are available while creating a field. So we are selecting currency, say for example, and we are naming it as salary. When you name it as salary, this is the field name. While filling up the form, you don't see this __ C, but when you save the field, you get to see __ C, which is appended at the end of this field name. So if you can mark it as required or not, you can click on next. This is of length 18,0. We can make it as 16,2. That means it supports 16 whole digits and 2 digits after decimal point. we can click on next. For now, just click on next and save it. So we can see that there is a salary of type currency is created, which has a underscore C at the end. That means it is a custom field. Okay, so we understood what a standard and custom field is. Standard, you do not get to create standard field or standard object. Salesforce provides them automatically. You get to create this custom field, custom object. And how do you understand that this is custom? It has an underscore C appended to the end of the label, appended to the end of the API name. Okay, after that we will get to the name field. In our employee object, you can see there is one field called label with employee name, but the API is name only. Okay, so you can see this is a standard field. So name is always a standard field. Whenever you create any object, it has a name field automatically used with it. So we can create an object called student, the plural of student, and we put the students. Here you can see object name. This is the API name. You don't get to see the underscore C. For now, you don't put it in here. Salesforce automatically appends underscore C when you create this object. So this is the student name. The API name will always be name only, but the label you can change. You can change the student name to first name only. There can be two types. One is text, one is auto numbered. If it is text, while creating a student record, you get to put in the student, you get to put in the student name, and while if you put in auto numbered, it is automatically created by sequence generator. In our employee table, this data type was text, and in here we will put it as auto number. So the display format we can put here is like this. We will discuss this later. What does it mean? Starting number I am putting as 1, and I am saving it. Student object is created with the API name of student underscore C. You can see the name field has a label of first name, which is a auto number field. We can go to our sales tab, and here in app launcher we can search for students. It is not coming. We can look for employees. It is not coming. We can see how we can make it visible in here. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot from it. We will discuss a lot of other concepts in next video. Thank you.